Most kids in northeastern and central PA are back in school in person after learning from home last year, often alongside brothers and sisters of all ages.
Jon Meyer takes us back to a time when that was a common concept. His trip on the Pennsylvania Road took him to a preserved one-room schoolhouse in Luzerne-County.
As we walked into this one-room schoolhouse in the Cunningham area, I imagined the excitement from boys and girls showing up for class a century ago. Probably some nerves, too, with first graders in the same classroom as the eighth graders.
But it was pretty much like this.
Dawn Whitfield was one of those children back in the 1930s. She didn't go to this school, but another one just like it nearby.
The first row was always vacant, and it was your turn, the teacher would say, okay, second grade, come up, and then we'd have our lessons, whatever it was.
A wall of windows was necessary for light. There was no electricity. It was a student job to go fetch a bucket of water to drink.
And always a young teacher. Some of them were not much older than the eighth grade boys. They went to normal school. They didn't go to college, and they were, maybe 18.
This Cedar Grove one-room schoolhouse is preserved by the historic Brainerd Church and Cemetery Association. It sits behind the 144-year-old church that is also kept alive by this group. The school wasn't always here. Photos show what it looked like in the 1980s when the Pecora family donated it. What followed was quite a move.
And it was moved down here on these backcountry roads and across this narrow bridge that just gave 4 inches of clearance, a couple inches on each side. They just squeezed it through the bridge.
You can tell the effort that has gone into restoring it and sharing an important part of life in this Hazleton area back in a different era.
We have a high school that's 10 miles away from us that has over 1,500 kids in, just the high school.
2 Boy Scouts doing Eagle Scout projects here got a history lesson, too.
Shows me how much simpler things were back then.
Back then, the boys and girls didn't know any different.
When I got to high school, I was in the top 10 of my class, so I think that I got a good education.
An annual festival on these grounds, October 3rd, will help preserve the school, the church, and the memory of that life that Dawn Whitfield will remind you really wasn't that long ago. Jon Meyer, Newswatch 16 on the Pennsylvania Road in Luzerne County.